I'm not kidding you when I say I stumbled across this next story 3 or 4 times on different websites before I realized that it wasn't a joke. I originally thought that this was a college humor skit, but it's not. So the College Republican National Committee decided to do an ad for female voter outreach, and it is delicious. They did an ad in the format of the reality show Say Yes to the Dress. Because clearly, women only care about dresses and weddings.
Budget is a big deal for me now that I just graduated from college. The Rick Scott is perfect. Rick Scott is becoming a trusted brand. He has new ideas that don't break your budget.
But Mom has other ideas.
I like the Charlie Crist. It's expensive and a little outdated, but I know best.
And don't forget, the Charlie Crist comes with additional costs. There's over $2 billion in taxes, $3.6 billion in debt, and 15% tuition increases.
But I'll be paying this off for the rest of my life.
We cannot let her walk out of the voting booth like that.
Mom, this is my decision. And I see a better future with Rick Scott.
Sometimes it's hard to let go of old styles, but it all worked out in the end because Brittany said yes to Rick Scott.
How did you think that was a good idea? What amazes me every time I see something like that got through a boardroom. A group of people, let's be honest, a group of white men, elderly white men, well, actually, it's the college Republicans, so young white men who are elderly at heart. And they said, okay, what should we do to get involved in this Florida governor's race, and how do we go about this? We got to try to reach out to women. I got it! The broads only care about weddings. They care about dresses, so do something with dresses and weddings. And everybody in the room had to go, I think Ted's onto something. Actually, no, it's a Republican room, so I think Chad is onto something. Chad? Charles Wellington III, do you have anything to add? You know, we oftentimes come out here, we go after the Democrats because they're not aggressive and they suck at campaigning and whatnot. But when you see stuff like this, you understand why. The Republicans are so stupid and they set the bar so low sometimes that the Democrats are like, oh, this is going to be easy. You should go out there and don't say something moronic and you'll be okay. That's so amazing. So if you're keeping track of this, there's this outreach fail, and then there was another one where, I'm not kidding, elected Republicans read Glamour magazine. They sat there, read it, they had people take pictures of it, and then they put it on Twitter. And they said, doing female voter outreach. So, in other words, the idea is, well, I read the stuff women read, so you guys will vote for me, right? You guys like glamour, right? Is that what you like? Should I buy you a vacuum for your birthday? That's what you like, right? Massive fail in that respect. And then there was another one. This one may be even worse. Okay, even worse than this, the wedding dress fucking attempt to reach out to women. They did a dating game. We spoke about this before on Secular Talk. I forget which state it was in, but they were having some sort of race, some sort of political race, and they had a debate that was specifically for women to ask questions, and they did it in the form of the dating game. They had the music play from the dating game, and the guy would ask the question, all right, bachelor number 1, or bachelorette number 1, whatever, and they'd come up and ask questions. You don't need to talk to women only through the lens of what you view as stereotypically and sexistly a women's issue. You don't need to, stop with the dresses and the kitchen stuff and the dating game and what you're doing is you're perpetuating the reality that you don't view women as equal people that can handle normal issues. You don't want to talk to them about fiscal discipline or the budget or taxes or healthcare policy or any of these other issues, war, foreign policy, because you're too busy viewing them through your own narrow-minded scope. You're projecting on them what you already think about them. You see what I'm saying? And stop. All they want is to be treated equally. All they want is for you to say, okay, we're pro-woman, and we'll prove that by not filibustering the equal pay bill. How's that for a radical idea? We'll prove that by not blocking the Violence Against Women Act multiple times because it was extended to LGBT women and Native Americans. We'll do that by not passing transvaginal ultrasound bills where we have legal state-sanctioned penetration. This is all they want. They want to be treated like normal human beings. They want to be treated with respect, and the way you do that is to treat them like anybody else. You don't act like all they can do is sit in the kitchen, read Glamour magazine, and buy dresses.